Oh,
Hello.
Sir Alive. How's it going?
Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Source Wall
Oh,
issue
Sir
Hello.
Alive.
21.
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, no.
What's going on, Kay? You good?
Yeah, I'm cool. Noticing, hang on a sec. I am cool. How's it going with you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Been busy, busy.
Just the two of us today. Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, yeah.
Two
Cap
peaceful.
and Bucky.
Yeah, Cap and Bucky, you're a joker. uh, I swear I'm Cap, just straight up. Uh,
Who are other Batman and Robin?
yeah, damn sure ain't Robin.
Night
There's got to be
After.
a decent a, de- a decent duo that aren't. You know what? Cap and Iron Man. That's what we'll go with.
All right, Cap and Iron Man.
Cap and Iron Man.
I mean, we're gonna have to have some beef sometime later.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Brothers fight. Oh man.
All right.
All right. So where do you want to start today? What's on the
All right.
agenda?
Let's start as usual with the Marvel news.
Sweet.
Kevin Feige, sorry, not Kevin Feige, getting it wrong already, mate. So the Russo brothers, after the Infinity War fiasco, spoiler alert, actually, if you haven't seen Infinity War yet, I don't know where you've been really. But
I haven't seen Infinity War yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're
sorry. Shame on you. Because I think people who aren't even into the whole MCU thing have caught onto the phenomena that is the Infinity War. So
exactly.
shame on you. Anyway, you were saying.
So yeah, the Russo brothers have actually told us which characters off screen have passed away and which ones have not.
Sweet. I think I've heard a few of these. So who we got? Who's lived?
So
Died? Who has died?
the people who've lived, we've got Howard the Duck.
Right.
I was actually happy to hear that.
Yeah, well, they've just brought him. They've just officially brought him back.
Yeah,
a few years.
I like this version.
Yeah,
although I can't remember the last one. I remember I did see it.
I'm sure I've seen that as a kid.
We did. I know we did because the woman that's in it, she was in Back to the Future.
Oh, is it?
It was.
Was it
I'm sure it was Marty's mother, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad Howard the Duck made it. He can start, making out with other human women, as he did in his previous movie.
Yeah. Aunt May survived.
Nice, because Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, can't get rid of her.
No, the only Aunt May that I've ever liked, and I'm talking about in all mediums. So forget about comic books, but in the Sam Raimi's Aunt May, could not stand her. She was so corny.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there was Mark Webb's Aunt May was a bit better. Actually, she was a lot better. Actually, they progressively get better.
Yeah, yeah.
But then there's
younger.
Yeah, and younger. And then there's Marissa Tomei. But then so does Spider-Man in these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Aunt May. Yeah, I'm happy with that one.
Yeah. Nakia from Black Panther.
Lupita
Nyong'o.
Nah, that's a good one. She's got work to do, innit?
Yeah. So. The thing is, it's like, all right, so they're telling us they're not dead or they're alive, but what we're gonna by the time we see films that involve these characters anyway, they're gonna obviously come back.
They'll be back. So
It's
not really anything that's gotta affect the next movie. I'd be surprised if it did. I mean, I'd be surprised if it did. Like,
the assumption is that Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be before Infinity War, and then you got So go on.
No, just because people have been saying that. I figured at this point, after seeing Infinity War, it makes sense that it would take place before.
Yeah, exactly.
My theory is that it's literally just before. So, for example, Tony's getting married. Cap and them are still on the run. And then I feel like Oh, you're.
1 second. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having some technical difficulties right now, but if you please stand by, we'll be right with you shortly. Don't touch that dial. Don't go to another podcast. And please, always check your fire alarms. Fire alarms can be dangerous if you don't have one. All right, we're back.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, man.
Yeah. My fire alarm can't handle the scent of the incense.
All right. So Jamaican. What's to say? So my theory is that Ant-Man will happen literally just before, but by the end of it,
yeah,
like say end credit scene. And I'm not saying this has to happen or this will happen, but it's just a theory that you might see, I don't know, Wasp just flitter away. No, it wouldn't be Wasp, sorry, it'd be like Hank Pym just start flittering away.
Yeah. Or do you know what would be good if it was actually Janet Van Dyne? She literally got back and then bam, she's fucked.
Yeah, and then she's floated away. Something like that. Yeah. That's my theory on how close to Infinity War Ant-Man and Wasp will be. And I think that would be a good way to do it, just to kind of connect. Because I don't know if people remember, because I feel like although the Ant-Man movie stands on its own, it's like a nice little bridge, like a tiny bridge into the main MCU continuity.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you're reading a comic and then a character references an event that just happened recently, and it's nothing big. It doesn't affect the story that much, but you know, it's
because they sort of reminder. They did that with the previous one where we had Falcon, and then Falcon and Ant-Man fight, and then Falcon goes looking for Ant-Man because he needs him because what's going on with him and Cap. And I'm like, that was a nice little. So I think it will be similar to that.
Yeah.
What gets Ant-Man involved? So cool.
The characters who died off screen.
Yes.
The Loki, the actor Loki, played by Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. That's hilarious. Loki.
Betty Ross, she's dead.
That one I thought was hilarious because
it's interesting as well.
It's like they acknowledged her, but we haven't even seen her.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Incredible Hulk was the forgotten movie, the one Marvel forgotten movie.
I posted that on my Instagram at the Outlaw Red Hood. That because I was watching it and I posted the scene where Hulk and Abomination run at each other, and I said people forget that this movie is part of the MCU.
Yeah.
They just forget.
I like that movie as well.
I like that movie. It was better than
I really like that movie. Yeah.
The one thing that I didn't like about it, watching it recently, is how the Hulk is just like, apart from being bang up by Thanos, that he's unstoppable.
Yeah.
In this movie, if you watch when he gets put down at certain points, you're like, but he's the Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, that's what upset me about it. It's like, all right, he got bang up, fair enough, and he got his ass handed to him. But I didn't really like the fact that he didn't come back.
Yeah,
we don't know why he didn't come back. A lot of people were saying because he's scared and stuff, but I don't know. I can't. If that's the reality that he's scared, I don't think I could handle that, because that's not who Hulk is. Hulk ain't scared of no one.
He's not scared of anybody. If anything with Thanos, it's okay. You've put me down. I'm angry.
Yeah.
I'll just get angrier.
Yeah.
Show you who the strongest is.
It's got to be something else.
I hope it is, but it does. I have to be honest with myself. It does look like they've written it because he was scared.
Oh man, I hope that's not true.
Yeah, but you know, who else has died?
It's Lady Sif, and also I heard the guy who was playing Gallagher on the Shield ship as well. He died.
Which one was Gallagher again? Was he the nerd who Ramlo put the gun to?
No, the one when they're all on the.
Oh, the one playing Gallagher, the game. Yeah, I remember that. It was where Tony's like, that man's playing Gallagher.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember that guy. He was sneaky. Should have been working.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. As for Lady Sif, I mean, all the other Force friends have died off anyway. So,
well, they also said that Valkyrie and the other guys, they went.
yeah, I know there was supposed to be some from the ship.
Yeah.
Let's call them refugees. Some of them escaped. I know that, but I mean, like, Force friends from the first two four movies. Apparently
Oh right, yeah.
they got killed off in Ragnarok.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Lady Sif
Yeah.
was just, it just makes sense at this point. It makes sense. Was that everybody?
Yeah, so that's everybody. That's it. That's
Well, R.I.P. to you,
gone.
to you guys.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right.
So moving on from that, but staying with Marvel, obviously, Kevin Feige confirms that Kamala Khan is coming to the Marvel universe.
Nice. I was excited when I read that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Have you read much of her?
I did read her new books that came out after not Fresh Start. Sorry, the from last year, from issue 1.
When they did,
I think it was after Secret Wars.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah.
No, I haven't read much of her, but I think she's cool. I've only read what was they did Generations. Do you know they did Generations last year?
Oh, okay.
So where she teamed up with Carol Danvers when she was Ms. Marvel.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
And
I was reading Did you read Champions?
No, that's her little Teen Titans, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's with her
Spider-Man,
Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Viv
Vision,
Visions,
Adameus Cho.
Yeah.
No, I've not.
And also Nova. Yeah,
Nova,
that one was. I started reading that, but I kind of got off it because it was a bit too on the nose with political stuff, and it started getting a bit too deep.
Yeah, fair dues.
But I think it's all right if you're a younger. It's for the younger audience, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I still like reading. I wouldn't mind comparing it to Teen Titans from like 2005 because I loved reading that even in my 20s.
Yeah.
So, and they were obviously teenagers and they dealt with teenage stuff, but it still seemed quite mature.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wouldn't mind comparing the two.
Her single issues, those are a bit more. It's a little bit more mature. It's more for the teens, I think. And it's actually a pretty good read. Although I did drop off it. Okay. But her single books was pretty good. It's just kind of dealing with her being a superhero, and it kind of reminds me of old school Spider-Man when he was actually a teenager himself.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that actually.
Yeah, it's along those lines. So it's a decent read, but I've had to drop it from my list.
I'd be excited to see her in the MCU actually.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah, the stuff I've read of her, I've only read her in one thing, and I liked her straight away. It was when I think it was Spider-Verse or Prelude to Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man was fighting somebody, and he ended up teaming up with her, and she was like, is it true you used to date Captain Carol Danvers? And she's just asking him all these fan questions while they're trying to work. She's funny, man. I like her.
Yeah, she's a proper fangirl as well.
Yeah. So no, I like her.
Yeah,
I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah.
I do wonder if they're going to use that to start trying to introduce Miles Morales, and not just.
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, not just him, but also Adameus Cho, because his aunt was in Age of Ultron.
Ultron.
Yeah, so
that one's interesting because they're introducing her after Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was actually in Captain Marvel as well. To be fair.
Yeah.
Actually, she's based in the 90s, so she'll be too young.
Well, how old is she in the comics?
She's probably like 15, 16. I'm not 100%.
How old are kids from the 90s now?
They're in their 20s now, man. We're getting older.
All right.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't work there.
But yeah, it would be interesting. I can't wait. I hope they actually do it really soon. Like in the next few films, even like a little thing in Infinity War 2 or something, Avengers 4.
Thinking this is slightly off because, you know, it was a huge thing about them not being at Comic-Con and having Hall H.
Yeah.
And I was looking at, I was online and I was looking at their movies that they've got coming out. And, you know, back in the day, you can see why they would be at Hall H because they had so much going on.
So much, yeah.
But if you look, it's literally Ant-Man and Wasp, Captain Marvel,
Avengers 4.
Basically Avengers 4. And it's 3 movies. There's nothing else.
All the others, like Spider-Man, that's being shot now. Yeah. But that's pretty much like a Sony thing anyway. So
yeah, exactly. God knows if Sony is even gonna let Marvel hang on to Spider-Man as well.
Exactly.
Don't know how long that contract is for.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it just looks like I can see why they're not at Hall H this year.
Yeah.
They probably need to figure out what they're doing with themselves. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's cool. Kamala Khan, I'm so with it.
Exactly. Let's do it. Let's get this done.
Let's get that done. I'd love to see her in a movie. I'd love to see. Curious to know what kind of actress they would get. And I hope. I hope they get a proper Muslim girl to play her.
Oh, of course. I'm sure they would have to. Really.
Yeah.
They definitely have to. Yeah. That would be crazy if they didn't.
But if this was 1995, they would get a white girl.
Kamala Khan. Yeah, probably.
With her white parents. It's so funny. But anyway, things have changed. There's progress being made.
Yep.
What's next on the agenda?
The agenda, Man of Steel 2, possibly in development.
Possibly. So, what does that even mean?
So basically what's happened is, you know, Mission Impossible Fallout, the director of that, Henry Cavill was working with him as well, and they're pretty much good friends.
Okay.
So in an interview with Comic Book, the director Christopher McQuarrie, I'm not sure if I'm saying it, I'm probably butchering his name. He basically had a conversation with Cavill about ideas for a proposal of Man of Steel 2.
Okay.
So basically he said we had a lot of time hanging out on set, and Henry's a huge fan of Superman. I'm thinking about Harry Cavill. I don't know why I'm saying Harry. I can't help but talk story to people. So he told me his take on Superman, and I thought it was really great. And I gave him my 2 cents. The tweet you're referring to is somebody asking, "Would you do it?" And I said, "Hey, they know where to find me. Nobody asks, but you know."
Okay.
It'd be interesting to after watching Mission Impossible.
Yeah, to see
what happens.
I mean, I can't even be excited about it for that reason. Yes, because I haven't seen the new Mission Impossible, and the other thing is, what did I do? So after the other day, I put up a post saying I don't know if I could watch a DC movie again.
All right, yeah.
And someone put a comment on it saying if the execs at Warner Brothers / DC would just stop focusing on catching up to Marvel and focus on making a fun movie, they could do great things. Because and you said this before, they're not like Marvel where they don't have all their characters. They have all their characters.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason for them to flop, really.
No, there isn't. So if they would just let the directors do their thing and stop interfering.
Yeah. Or they just have someone who's organizing the universe.
Yeah, basically, like Kevin Feige's. He's done wonders, man. But I can't get excited for a Superman sequel, and even if it's like they don't even have a director.
Yeah.
Come on.
But the thing is, I liked Man of Steel. I did actually like that film.
I liked Man of Steel. I just didn't like it as much as people did.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just didn't. I don't know. I just, to me, even though it was dated, nobody's done it as good as Christopher Reeve. That kind of Boy Scout-ish. Man of Steel was sick. I loved it. and I did
Yeah.
I did, but I don't know. There was something missing from it. It probably because Superman didn't smile. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, what I didn't like was the bit when his dad died. I thought that was corny.
That was stupid.
That was silly.
I don't know why. I know if you watch like the hero's journey, someone close to that hero has to die for some reason for them to kind of be pushed forward.
Be reborn.
Yeah, but I don't. But I feel like with Superman, he already came from his whole planet, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you have the power to save people, wouldn't you just do it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but remember he was a baby when he came, so he
I
never
know.
knew
I just
nothing.
God, no, he didn't know, did he? Oh, sorry, that's my bad. My point is, I don't feel like they needed to kill off his dad.
They could have killed him in a different. In my, I think I didn't mind because I always get confused. Like, for some reason, the only time that I remember his dad dying was in Smallville, right? And before then, I'm sure his dad wasn't dead in the comics.
Do you know what? Jonathan Kent's continuity is so strange to me because it's like sometimes he's alive and sometimes he's dead, and I don't know, so I couldn't tell you.
That's the thing. So I don't mind if he was alive. If he was dead, then don't do it like he. No, actually, it was Superman, the original Christopher Reeve Superman. He died in that.
He died in that. He had a heart attack.
Heart attack. Yeah, but yeah, something like that because at least. It would have been better because at least that is like he can't control it. There's nothing that he could have done. Like him dying in that tornado is like, oh, come on, man. He could have. It's his dad. You could have bloody. He could have went up there super speed and grabbed him, caught him, blew the tornado away or whatever. But a heart attack is like, bam. You can't. There's nothing he can do. All that power he has, all that strength he's got. You know,
he couldn't do anything. Even that would have been a better segue into him becoming a hero because it's like, oh, I couldn't do anything to save my father because it's a heart attack. But he's like, but I'll save everyone else any way I can. That would have been way better.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, I did like Man of Steel, but just not as much as everybody else did. I can't even pinpoint what it was that I didn't like.
Yeah, was it the breaking of the neck?
That didn't even bug me at all. The reason that didn't bug me is because I feel like that was a good way. You know, Superman has this no-kill policy.
Yeah.
And I like that in this universe, he had to kill to get that policy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that didn't bother me. And as far as I was concerned, even though they botched it up, I thought, well, he's Kryptonian. If you broke Superman's neck, he'd be back. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
Even though they,
I think the only reason why I didn't like that is because I just don't like it when they kill the villains all the time.
Yeah, it's not a nice. It's a cop out.
Yeah, it just seems like a cop out.
It didn't know how to get rid of. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm not well, so I can't even think straight. Zod. They didn't know how to get rid of Zod, so they broke his neck. So what they should have done. Even I think, you know what I think? I think they were trying too hard not to be like the Christopher Reeve ones. So what I would have done, even though it was modern, it would be more modern, would be to introduce the Phantom Zone from day one.
Yeah.
I just put him in the Phantom Zone. Yeah, that's what I would have done. But
they were kind of in a type of Phantom Zone type of thing.
Then he could have put him back. Just
I
don't know, or I don't know, man. I don't know what I would have done different for this movie, but
it was a good movie. Still,
it was a good movie. I'd watch it now. To be honest, with that movie, the DCEU or whatever they're calling it started up here.
It just went down.
Yeah, so Wonder Woman gave it a slight jolt.
Yeah, very slightly.
A slight jolt, and then Justice League just. So it started off good. I'm not gonna lie. I like the movie. I'd watch it now. So
yeah, true. I would as well.
That's a shame.
So moving on from that tangent, actually, I was gonna say Man of Steel 2.
Yeah.
Do you know what? So my cousin texted me the other day, and he mentioned something to me, and I said, "Oh, we already spoke about that on a previous issue of the podcast."
Yeah.
But then I just saw it, and I was like, "Actually, no, we didn't." What it is Doom Patrol, the TV series. So
I think we segued into it one day.
No, what we did was actually talking about was it Titans?
Yeah, I remember talking
It
about
was
Titans.
Titans, and they've got an episode called Doom Patrol.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we were talking
Okay.
about that, but now the news is this Doom Patrol series is actually coming to the DC streaming service.
Yeah, I heard about that. And apparently Cyborg is going to be in it.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I just found out today. So apparently,
That'd be quite interesting, actually.
well, from what I heard, excuse me, Doom Patrol is going to be a spin-off of Titans, which is weird because they're starting in relatively the same year.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Cyborg is potentially going to start off in Doom Patrol and then make his way to Titans. So
Right.
so I've heard from a credible source, I'd say. I'll tell you later after we're done. But yeah, so that's what I heard. But what news have you got on it besides?
So yeah, it's basically the members confirmed. I've got members confirmed. It's Niles Calder. I'm not really familiar with all the Doom Patrol characters, so I may be getting some of them wrong. Elastigirl's in it, Robot Man, Negative Man. So Beast Boy will be in Titans, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I think Beast Boy is one of my favorite characters.
He's a cool character. He really is. He's always, I've never seen. I've never seen a depiction of Beast Boy that I didn't like. Even in Teen Titans Go, the cartoon, I don't even like that cartoon. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Beast Boy still manages to entertain me if I was to watch it.
Yeah.
Everything else I can't stand. But my point is, yeah, Beast Boy's sick.
I'm just hoping it's I hope it's not too corny.
Yeah. Do you know when they released live action pictures of it?
Not official pictures though.
Oh, were they not official?
No.
I have to be honest, that put me off.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
that's the thing.
Yeah, that put me right off.
Yeah. It's it put me off. That's why I'm saying I hope it's not corny, because those pictures look corny.
Yeah, they did. But again, it could have just been them on set walking, chatting. That may not be, hey, this is the scene. This is them acting in the scene. So
exactly.
We'll see. Yeah. Oh, God, I hate cold. But that's good. It doesn't sound like we're actually getting this DC streaming service in the UK, which is irritating because I was willing to pay for it. I really was willing to pay for it. But I'm hoping that they get some sort of deal with preferably Netflix, not the other one, so we can watch these shows.
Yeah. Well, Amazon. It's either going to be Amazon or Netflix, I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Amazon, but I just don't want to watch it. I don't know. It's just different. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I hope we do get it as well, because there are a few series on there that I want to watch.
Yeah, I was saying to my brother, because you got Justice League the animated series and Batman animated series, and then you got the DC the DC animated movies. What was frustrating is that so nowadays, now that comic books are so popular, these DC animated movies are being released in the UK. Back in the day when I was like in college and secondary school, they weren't released over here. Me and my brother had to buy them from America, and luckily, with the DC stuff, they weren't blocked. They were
region.
They were region free. Yeah, they were region free. So, but my point is that
you remember those?
Yeah. But I was gonna say I have to say DC / Warner Brothers do neglect their UK fan base in terms of that kind of behavior.
Yeah. It's changed though. It has changed. I was recently watching a YouTube podcast, and basically they were saying that with Black Panther's being released on Blu-ray now. But sweet. The guy, it's based in America, but the guy had to order the 3D Blu-ray because it's only over here that they do it in England.
Oh, okay.
So he had to order it from here to get it sent over. So, I think things have changed for the better for us in certain respects. But
I guess so. But that's Marvel.
Yeah, true.
No, but we'll see. I would really like to watch Titans and Doom Patrol. And again, most important for me, that's going to be on that service is Young Justice in Outsiders.
Yeah.
Because I'll be annoyed if I can't watch it because I signed so many petitions So many online petitions to bring that show back.
You helped get it back, man.
I helped. My signature is out there. So I deserve to see it just as much as the people in America or the US,
yeah, exactly.
You want to call it. But anyways.
Yeah, so moving on to some good news to some bad news. We was actually mentioned something earlier about it, but not specifically, but we mentioned Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the actress who played Lois Lane, Margot Kidder.
Yeah.
Margot Kidder. She unfortunately passed away the other day.
Yeah, I heard. To me,
69 years old.
To me, that was young. I mean,
it's very young.
Too young, man. That's way too young.
Yeah. Sad. It's sad, but she's actually a Canadian-born actress as well.
Was she? I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. And she got her American citizenship in 2005.
Oh wow, that's not that long ago.
No. Wow.
I mean, well, yeah.
You could be Kamala Khan's age at that and born at that time. So
at that time, yeah, that's true. Well, still, well, that's a shame, man. Rest in peace to her.
Yeah, defo.
I enjoyed you as Lois Lane, so.
Yeah, I can't actually remember her in any other programs. I'm sure she has. I'm sure she has been.
She was in Smallville.
Yes, she was.
I'm not taking the piss. One thing I liked about Smallville is that they paid a good homage to the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Yeah.
They had pretty much everybody. They even had what's the other Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman?
Remember that show?
They even had.
Was she in that one?
No, they were in Smallville as well. I was gonna say. They had everybody from every Superman medium in this show.
Yeah, I think, but they do that with they're doing that with Supergirl as well, actually.
Yeah, I've noticed it because the Lois, who was in there? Someone from something's in there.
So this girl who played Supergirl in Smallville.
Yeah, I know she's their mom.
Yeah. And also
the guy who plays Superman is their dad.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
The guy, the dad is Clark, who was Superman in Superman Adventures, Lois and Superman. Yeah. But but the girl who was in Smallville, who was playing Supergirl, she was playing a alien, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I can't remember who her character was, but yeah, she was in it. So yeah, I mean. Yeah, she was in Brothers and Sisters and The L Word.
I know of those shows. Okay, cool. That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Brothers and Sisters, was that the one where the family who worked at a funeral home? Was that one?
I'm not too sure.
I'm sure that's what that was.
I never watched it.
Yeah, I think I'd seen a couple of episodes, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
She's got a catalogue of work. Rest in peace to her. She's committed.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
So moving on to some TV and film news.
Yeah.
Mostly all the TV stuff. As we know, a lot of shows have been extended and cancelled. The first one out of the bag was Rick and Morty gets 70 episodes renewed.
Yeah, I heard about this. I saw the video that they released.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
In the shower.
I thought there was audio on there, but there weren't no audio.
Wasn't there? No, the one I watched was audio.
Was it?
Basically saying like, "What are you doing here?" It's like, "I'm always in your shower." It's like, "We gotta get back to work. We got a lot of stuff to do." It was funny, man. I'll send it to you. I'll send you the one I got.
Yeah, send it to me, man.
Yeah, and I'm 74 episodes.
That's 70.
Like, 2 seasons. Is that 2 Rick and Morty?
2 seasons? That's about 5.
Yeah.
How many episodes are in the season?
How many did they do? 13.
I think so.
What's 13 divided by... My maths is bad, but that's a lot of Rick and Morty. So I'm happy about that. And the thing is, that's the kind... I don't know if people realize this, but there are 2 shows that people always talk about when they come and go. Game of Thrones and Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And that the hype for those 2 is crazy. Yeah, and there's so much that needs to be explored and told in Rick and Morty. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah, every time I watch an episode of Rick and Morty, there's always something new going on.
Yeah, there is.
There's always something you missed.
There's Easter eggs, and I'm still waiting for them. I don't think you watched what's that show?
Oh, the
cartoon, that Disney cartoon, which was sick.
Disney one.
Yeah, it's called I forgot what it's something Pines. I can't remember, it's escaped me. But
okay. Yeah, the guy with the hat, the funny hat, right?
Yeah, he's got the characters' names are Dib and Mabel, and they're supposed to be on summer holiday with their their great uncle Stan, and they live in Wayward Pines. It's not Wayward Pines.
I think so.
Something.
What's it? Uncle Stan.
Yeah, their great uncle Stan, but that's not the name. Anyway.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. That's it. Yeah, Gravity Falls.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I think Pines is their last name. Wait.
Yeah.
Wherever. Anyway.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. They're
a lot of Easter eggs for that, and I'm hoping that they maybe they won't be able to cross over because of contracts, but something bigger.
Yeah. Well, they've done. I think there was an episode of Gravity Falls where they've got the cup, and it goes through like a warp hole or something.
Yeah. Then, so Uncle Stan opens up a portal.
Yeah.
And then it sends his cup and his hat get sent through. And then there's the episode of Rick and Morty where they're being chased, and they go through a portal, and you see the cup and the hat and the pencil and the hat. Yeah. Also, in Rick and Morty, there was an episode where you actually, the Citadel.
Yes. Yeah.
If you look closely in the background, there are Dib and Mabel there are Dib and Mabel Mortys.
Oh, really?
So there are Mortys that look like Dib and Mabel. And also, the villain of Gravity Falls is Bill Cipher. And if you look on a computer in an episode, the episode where Morty's parents go for marriage counseling?
Yes, yeah.
On the computer, they actually shows they look like they were studying Bill Cipher.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, the Easter eggs are real, and I'm hoping that I even want more Easter eggs or just bigger stuff regarding that situation.
Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, so they're about 10 episodes per season, so that's like a full 7 seasons there.
That's pretty good. All right.
Yeah, so 7 years of Rick and Morty, bring it on.
7 more years. Yeah.
7 more years. Speaking of 7 years.
Yeah.
The live action Star Wars TV series is set 7 years after Return of the Jedi, apparently.
That's the last one, right?
Yeah. No, that's the last one with Return of the Jedi, where with the Millennium Falcon, they blew up the Death Star.
Yeah. So, is it gonna have Luke Skywalker in a minute?
No, apparently not. So it's Jon Favreau is creating it.
Okay, he's cool.
Yeah, he had an interview with Nerdist editor Dan Casey.
Yeah,
and he just basically asked him what's going on with Star Wars, and he was pretty open about it. So, I mean, he's been saying that he's been working on it since before he actually got the contract.
Oh wow! All right.
So he's a proper fanboy. So that's good news. Speaking of streaming services.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry, my cat's about to do something that she knows she's not allowed to do.
She on your figures.
Exactly, yeah.
I knew it.
On my shelf, trying to jump on my shelf. So it's going to be on the streaming service, the Disney streaming service, and should be scheduled to launch next year, 2019.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead with your cat?
Sakura, I see you. I see you.
Oh, it's 2 jokes. That's cool.
So yeah, the streaming service as well is something to. That's another thing as well. I hope we get that. I'm sure we will, because we've already got a Disney Channel. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like Disney likes to monopolize, so they see the bigger picture. I think so. But you know what I don't want? This is where it's coming to. There's going to be so many streaming services. So let's say you pay your £80 to £100+ for your Sky, and then you're like, bun Sky, I'm gonna go get Netflix. Oh wait, let me get Amazon Prime.
Yeah. exactly.
Disney releases a streaming service, and then before you know it, you've got 10 streaming services, and you're paying 50 to 80 pounds.
Exactly.
Nah,
So I've stopped with the Sky. That's dead for me now.
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah. So all I'm watching is pretty much just I use Amazon because I buy packages, get things sent and you know stuff like that. So that's one. I get a Prime, Netflix obviously, and that's it. YouTube.
I'm bang on YouTube. I feel like Netflix to me seems like a must. Every household should have Netflix.
And they've always got something new on there.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? Because I was so skeptical about getting Netflix. The only reason I got Netflix was for Daredevil season 1.
Oh, really?
And I was like, oh man, am I going to regret this? But I love Netflix.
Yeah. It's good, man. They've got so many different shows.
Yeah, even without the Marvel stuff, I love Netflix. So
yeah.
But no, that's cool with the DC with the Marvel streaming service and them getting Star Wars. I will take an interest in Star Wars. I don't know if I'll get the streaming service. That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just too much. I can barely afford
it. I would definitely get the streaming service.
It depends what they have on it, to be honest.
I think about what they won't have. What won't they have?
That's true.
When you actually think about what
Una Vista, they've got everything, don't they?
Yeah.
So back in the day.
I think half of TV and films is going to be on there. Yeah, it should be anyway.
It's true. And if they wanted, I know they're Netflix original shows. I don't know how it works with them with like the Daredevil stuff. Yeah. I don't know how that works contractually, but whatever. But if they would go over to Disney, or if Netflix gets to keep them, or if what's worse would be if Disney cancels those shows and then starts from scratch. That would be horrible.
Oh yeah, no, they won't do that.
Yeah,
because that's way too much money.
Yeah, it's supposed to be canon as well.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that. I'm sure they won't. I'll be very surprised if they did.
Yeah, it would be a huge surprise. But no, I like the idea of it. If it's cheap and affordable,
I
just go for it. I'd rather spend £30 for say free services than like 80 to 100 plus for Sky, whatever. Man. Nice,
cool. So with that, Agents of Shield is picked up for another season. I'm happy for. I know you don't watch it, do you?
I don't. I feel like when it's finished, I'll literally just binge it all. To be honest,
it has been actually. Well, in my, you know what, a lot of things I like you don't like, but
no, do you know what? With Agents of Shield, it's not that I don't like. It's not that I didn't like it. I just I watched a few episodes. I remember there was a season that I really got into. I think it's when they were doing the Inhuman stuff.
Yeah.
Then I realized that Marvel was trying to shove Inhumans down my face, and I was like,
nah.
It's not that I didn't like it or don't like Agents of Shield. It's just that I don't know. I feel like if it ends or when it ends, I'll be like, okay, let me binge watch this and see what I missed out on.
Yeah, it's been really good. The thing I like about them is that they're kind of they've always got something new going on throughout the series. Like in one half of the series, something would happen, and in another half they'll change it, switch it up a bit. But then the next season will be totally different, and they're doing something totally different. You know, like LMDs, Ghost Rider. Inhuman stuff. They're always switching it. So
is that story with Ghost Rider good, by the way?
Yeah, it's really good. I thought it was really good. It was probably one of the best seasons they did.
I should just binge watch it from now, man. Because I'm actually starting to get curious. And just like I heard Samuel Jackson pops up a couple times.
Once or twice in the earlier seasons.
Okay, and then I heard
Lady Sif.
Is she in it?
Yeah, Colby. No, she pops up once or twice.
Okay.
Kobe Smulders, she popped up once or twice.
Okay.
But they kind of tend to they tend to do their own thing nowadays. So you don't really see that many of the movie people there. And I don't think they really need it either.
No, I don't think any of them do. Referencing is enough, even and they don't even have to do that.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask. I can't remember if you guys said it last week when I wasn't there, or if it was something else that I was watching. But did somebody say that Thanos was mentioned in an episode recently?
Yeah. They mentioned him in the. It was only a mention.
Yeah, I'm just curious on how.
The last episode is tomorrow, for this season actually.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe they could have done something to be direct with Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they do that.
Yeah.
And who goes. I don't want to say any spoilers just in case someone might have.
Okay, I have a question. I've been dying to know this. Is Nick Fury part of? Because you know is he part of Shield again? Because you know, as far as the movies are concerned,
not really. Not really.
I'm just wondering.
He was there on the first couple of episodes, and then I think he turned up again. I can't remember what season, but since Civil War, he was only mentioned by name, and it's like he knows that what's his name is still alive. Coulson's still alive, and he kind of passed it down to Coulson in a sense.
Oh, okay. So is Coulson the director of Shield?
Not anymore. Not anymore. It's all.
I'm just curious. No, it's cool. I'll watch it. Watch it.
It's good, man. It is good.
Who has it? Is it on any of the streaming services? It's not on Netflix, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Okay. I'll find it.
It's easy to find.
Yeah.
Easily. What you'd be interested to know is Inhumans is cancelled.
I heard.
Officially.
I heard, and I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. What we need, this is what you get for trying to force feed.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't
force feed.
Oh, just don't do it. Don't do it.
Force feed nerds anything.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed that even in the comics, we're not hearing as much about them anymore? I've noticed X-Men is just nicely coming back to us.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, you've always got the X-Men. As long as the X-Men's got good writers, I think. Oh, mate, I'm waiting for the day Jonathan Hickman comes and writes X-Men, man.
That'll be sick.
My days, I think that'll be sick. But we just need good writers and great storytellers in a sense. Where, it was kind of lacking last year and the beginning of this year, but we'll see what happens later on.
Yeah.
This what's it called now? Fresh start. That's
fresh start. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Fresh start.
But I'm happy that's been cancelled. If I'm honest, I didn't watch it. I knew before. I knew.
Yeah. I watched it because I'm always serious and curious about that stuff.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like a lot of people that watched it were like you, curious, that proper.
Yeah, it's Jack Kirby, man. It should have been Jack Kirby kind of stuff, man. It was a massive letdown.
Well, I find funny. What was I watching? I was watching something on YouTube, one of those geek channels, and they were saying that there are Inhumans in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There are Inhumans on the moon, but we're not going to know about it.
Yeah, nah.
That means
never.
No one's going to know.
No one's going to know. Like,
hilarious.
Thanos just brushed past them and his shit.
Yeah. He probably just on his way down.
Just clicked and said, "There."
Do you know what? Kevin Feige should have released that. Inhumans dead.
Yeah, exactly. All of them, not just
all
half.
Of them.
All of them.
Oh, too funny.
That pretty much happens because they're cancelled now anyway.
Yeah, so
it'll be interesting actually to see if Kamala Khan will be an Inhuman.
I was thinking that
as well.
I mean,
hopefully
they haven't even. Well, they haven't even outright said that Quicksilver and, as far as I'm concerned, they're mutants. They just don't know that they're mutants. The way I'm looking at it,
they kind of was experimented on with Baron von Strucker in Age of Ultron.
Yes, but the way I look at it is that you know, when you put you see it in comics where they're put through trauma, and then their latent abilities come. Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. They just brought out their latent abilities, so they're calling them enhanced or miracles or nonsense like that. The reason it didn't work for all those other test subjects is because they weren't mutants. So that's how I'm looking at it. And that'd be a good way to write it in the to introduce mutants as well, just to say these two were mutants all along.
Yeah. Well,
no marine humans.
Unfortunately for me as well, because well, not really. I mean, yes and no, because I do kind of enjoy it, but I'm always waiting for that one moment when he actually becomes Batman. But maybe this would happen because Gotham's renewed for one more final season, but it's a shorter season.
Yeah, I read that.
Instead of 22 episodes, it's going to be 13.
Do you know? I am so because I watched the first 2 to 3 episodes.
Yeah,
and I'm so tempted to watch the last 2 to 3 episodes.
Hey, mate, you might as well. Honestly, you might as well.
Connect the dots that way.
Yeah. You might as well because they probably, I'd say, probably watch the last 4 to 5.
Yeah,
because that was kind of when the Joker kind of, what's his name, Jeremiah. He actually came out. Not he wasn't a Joker, but he was more of a Joker-esque character.
Yeah. So are they saying that this guy's the Joker? Are they officially saying it, or?
Well, certain things have happened since, and I don't really want to spoil it, but other things have happened. So you know,
I just it bugs me, that show, so much.
And the thing is, watch those last episodes. Honestly,
I might just.
You probably enjoy those ones more than you will enjoy those ones.
The thing is, I know
enjoy any other one.
The thing is, I know I'll enjoy it on a certain level, but I know that it's bad. As like I'm like a Batman fan. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? All it is that you're watching it because for me anyway, I'm watching it because I'm waiting for that boy to actually get his ass out and actually start doing some trading, go to some monks or something. We had what's his name, Ra's al Ghul in there. He didn't do nothing. You know, I'm just constantly waiting for that episode where he's training or being a detective, and that never comes. So yeah, I probably should quit.
This was its problem. They pitched it as a show about Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 to 3 episodes, and it was about Jim Gordon. I think in those first 2 to 3 episodes, you didn't even see Bruce Wayne that much. If they lift Bruce Wayne out,
it would have been fine.
Lift him out and not do all his villains that he finds when he's an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that show would have been way better. Just crime that goes on in Gotham. Even if they made up some eccentric characters that they could have probably put in the comics, like how they created Harley Quinn for the cartoon, and then she ended up in comics.
Yeah, of course.
Make up some characters and have Jim Gordon investigate. Do you know what? Certain characters I think might have worked, like Victor Zsasz.
Yeah,
probably
some older characters.
Yeah, basically, just could have worked.
If they're, because if it's going to be, I think they should never have put Bruce Wayne in it, but kept that time scale, or maybe when he's a teenager. So when you have the villains or someone come in, they're the younger version, but they're not yet flourished. They're not yet bloomed.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, go on.
No, go on.
I was just gonna say one other villain that I didn't mind it when I saw it was the fact that they had the Penguin in it. And he was just such a neek.
Yeah.
And he wasn't taking out anybody, and he was just being pushed around. For a show about Jim Gordon, I think I got Victor Zsasz' name wrong, by the way. I can't remember if it's Victor, but anyway, his last name is Zsasz. But anyway, Penguin, he was being pushed around. He wasn't a threat yet. He was just going from crew to crew, finding his way, and then it gets to a point they could have done it in the final, or even the season before last, that he starts building his empire, becoming the Penguin, and then
the
season end.
Figure.
Yeah, but they did it right at the beginning.
I kind of rushed it.
They rushed it, and I feel like season 1 had a lot of potential. I mean, Smallville. If you look at Smallville, even though everybody was waiting for this guy to become Superman.
But that, go on, sorry.
I was just gonna say they didn't things with him joining the Justice League, all of that came later when the director changed. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. But he shouldn't have. This is just like Gotham. Things shouldn't be happening if they're not in
No,
sync.
they did that with Smallville, I will admit. But I feel like it worked and it didn't. For example, he should have became Superman a lot sooner.
Yeah, he should have.
They just kept saying, "Oh, I have to embrace my destiny." Then he would go off and train, and he would not be Superman. They would show you. No, go on.
The thing is, he would have his strength, he would have his speed, he would have his laser eyes and all that, but he would never fly. And I remember when we was watching it,
that drove me nuts.
Yeah, he would fall asleep, he would wake up and he's flying in the air, and it's like, just do it. It went until like 3, 4, 5 seasons later did he even actually start flying when they moved to Metropolis? I can't even remember it now, but
I can't remember if the red blue blur couldn't fly, but I can't remember if the blur could. I can't remember.
So it was just painful watching, man.
Yeah.
And it seems like the same thing that they're doing with Gotham as well.
But at least in Smallville, he got to a point where he trained. He was wearing the S.
Yeah. He
was wearing the S. And I'm sorry, that costume that the kid is wearing.
Oh, mate, yeah.
That trailer, no, just don't. Oh, man.
So anyway, hopefully this last 13 episodes, I'm hoping it's like a flash forward.
Yeah.
And maybe the first 3, 4 episodes, like literally the first episode is like he's actually going somewhere to get trained. Yeah. Bruce, we're going to train you up or whatever. The first 3 episodes is him traveling to some place, and then it's another flash forward, and he comes in and he's a detective, or he can actually fight and do stuff.
Yeah.
And then the last, I don't know, 7, 8 episodes, 6 episodes, he's actually kicking ass and taking names. And
why is it that TV is so reluctant to show us Batman? Is it still because of the whole Christopher Nolan thing?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know if it's like a contract, because I remember there was going to be basically, I know Christopher Nolan didn't want there to be any other Batman on TV. So I'm pretty sure there was a contract put out to say no Batman on TV. But I thought it was while Christopher Nolan was doing his run on Batman. But it's like other shows, so that's why he wasn't in Smallville. But it's like, I don't know, he's not in Arrow, he's not in any of these shows. It's like they're so reluctant to show Bruce Wayne Batman. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I heard once it was like they don't want people to get confused with the movies and
that's stupid.
TV shows, but that's a dumb reason.
That's a dumb reason. We actually have 2 Flashes now.
Well, exactly, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like what you said there, that was because of Christopher Nolan. I'm sure.
Right.
So I don't think Warner Brothers said that. I think Christopher Nolan, to be honest, to me was just that arrogant and whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure it could have been something I'm sure it wasn't like a 15-year contract or something.
Yeah.
That would be ridiculous.
It's just, I don't know why they don't put it. To be honest, it's not just him. Because it was Wonder Woman as well.
Yeah,
we weren't getting Wonder Woman. We've not seen Wonder Woman in the TV show, so I don't know what I'm gonna sneeze. I don't know what it is. One second.
Bless you.
Thank you. Jeez. Sorry about that. Oh, Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
Well, on that subject, I'm hoping that if they introduce Batman on this show, that opens the gate. Oh my days.
Bless you.
That opens the gate to get Batman on TV, and then we'll see him on Titans and all these other shows. And finally, if we're lucky, Arrow, The Flash, all of them shows, so we can finally. I don't know if you've noticed it. Sorry. When on the Arrowverse, when they do all their superhero team ups every year, not once, even though that they've had Supergirl, not once has that felt like a Justice League to me. Not once.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
They need their own name. Whereas with Smallville, when they had all their superhero team ups, that felt like the Justice League.
Yeah,
and they didn't even have Batman. They didn't have Batman and Wonder Woman, but it felt like the Justice League to me. So,
they just need Batman coming in, man.
Yeah,
honestly, they need a Batman there somehow. It's weird.
But good luck to Gotham.
Yeah, no, I really hope that the last season is gonna pump it up a bit. Hopefully, they've got a chance.
They do.
They need to just spend all that budget on Batman costumes. Maybe not that. I think I had a bad dream about that actually. I remember deja vu.
They had this crappy, a slightly more modern Adam West costume.
Yeah, not that shit. Not that shit. So a couple of other shows that have been cancelled. We'll quickly just run through it. Yeah. Lucifer actually was pretty good. I used to watch I think I watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And then after season 2, I just didn't watch it again. But it wasn't because it was shit or anything. I just don't think I had the time to watch it.
Okay, I didn't actually get into that. I never watched it at all. I remember
it's actually pretty good. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it is really funny. The other show was The Expanse, which I am super pissed about.
Never watched it. I don't even know what that is.
Mate, this is probably one of the best sci-fi films on TV at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. It's based from the book from a book series from James S.A. Corey.
Okay.
And I actually bought my dad I'm buying my dad the books as well. He's on book 3 now, I think. So once he's finished that, I'll get him the 4th one. Right. But
he watched the TV show as well.
Yeah, he's watching the TV shows as well. Yeah, he's really into it, really proper into it. So he's going to be upset as well. But yeah,
are they ending these shows? Like, are they going to give them a final episode, or are they just going to cut them off?
All right. So the thing is, with sci-fi, from what I can remember from the notes, is that I think basically what it is that they have a first run rights on it, which I think it means that if you watch it live, then it pretty much means something to them when it's live, rather than watching it on stream or watching it on the box after. So I think that's a problem with a lot of these programs as well. Is like a lot of people don't watch shows live anymore.
No,
they watch it on demand or stream it. So it's a false kind of economy when they're saying, "Oh, no one watches this show," or or this and that, because one, people working or they're busy or doing whatever.
To be honest, with streamers and being able to record it and watch it later, it makes it so much more convenient.
Exactly.
With TV, I don't like being fed what they give me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to watch things. I haven't watched Arrow for weeks, but when I'm ready, I'm gonna get back in.
Pump it out.
Yeah, but it's like I don't like being fed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, someone can buy the rights for The Expanse. I think that's the main one that I'm really extremely pissed about, because the last episode I watched last week it's getting better. It is really getting better. It's kind of hard to explain the premise of it. So there's different factions. You got Earth, you got Mars, and then you got Belters. So you got different people growing up and being raised in these different places. Yeah. And pretty much everyone's at war with each other. There's a new technology being developed, and people just kind of trying to. People don't know about the technology, but some people do, and they're trying to figure it out. Like, what is it? What can it do? And so it's kind of like a three-way war going on.
Okay.
It's quite political. It's one of those shows. I think the first season is. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like. I'm not saying it's like Game of Thrones, but it's Game of Thrones-esque, where there's so much going on that you'll watch it, and then you'll be like, "Oh, this is interesting," but I don't 100% understand what's going on. Yeah. And you gotta watch it again, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then your things will pick. You don't really have to watch it again. You can watch some catch ups, and then
it just helps.
It helps, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, it's in my opinion, it's the best sci-fi film on at the moment.
Okay.
So,
Oh man, it's a shame. Do you know,
yeah.
I do wonder sometimes when shows come on sci-fi if they're gonna last, because I don't take sci-fi seriously as a channel.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't either.
Yeah. I feel like there's a stigma. I feel like there's a stigma with
but
that.
yeah, I think with me, I didn't really take it seriously because back when they had what was that one with the Cylons? Battlestar Galactica.
Oh yeah,
I think that was on sci-fi, right? I'm sure that was.
Yeah.
But I was all into Star Trek and that, so I didn't really
Yeah.
want anything else to kind of watch and catch up on.
Yeah.
And so that kind of had that stigma for me as well.
They also show like a lot of their movies that they show. Like the first time, I know it got popular and for some strange reason got a lot of sequels. But Sharknado, I saw that on Sci-Fi, and I saw this movie and I watched it. We stopped on it because we were like, "What's this?" And then it was just the acting was horrible. And it was about, and it was like an anaconda. It was about snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just really bad acting. I don't know what to say about it.
What was that? I think
Sci-Fi.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. But yeah. I just don't know. I just don't know for sci-fi, and I'm wondering if it's got a bit of a stigma with other people like that as well.
Yeah, it could do. But I mean, I don't know. It's very niche. It's just like comics and sci-fi stuff. It's very a niche subject, and you only really you would never really get that many people watching shows like this.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Those who do know about it, and even the guy who does Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I always get him mixed up with
George R.R. Martin.
Martin, not Tolkien. Yeah. Martin. Yeah, even he was saying he's pretty upset about it as well.
Oh, that's a shame. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, the end of The Expanse, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I mean, if we're lucky, yeah, someone else might pick it up.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. So we was going to do some comics review. Did you want to talk about X-Men Origins, or should we just go straight into comics? Because
X-Men Origins. Because
you.
Oh, the only thing I was going to say is I watched the beginning of it. I'll be quick. And they went to Africa. They went to Lagos, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, fair enough. And then they're rounding up all these people. And it was like, where's this metal? I want the metal. And then he's like, we can't give you the metal. It's like, where does it come from? And he goes, the sky. And I was like, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Like, were they trying to say that adamantium was vibranium?
Yeah.
Was that an intentional Easter egg?
I think so.
Because I didn't back then. I wasn't that much of a fan of Black Panther. I'd only seen him in cartoons and whatever, but I didn't know his history as much. But I'm like, huh. I was just wondering if anyone else, if you ever noticed that before, or
yeah, I remember they said that, but I think I was thinking, oh, that must be where adamantium came from. But adamantium is a different.
Yeah, adamantium. I can't remember how you get adamantium. I think it's man-made.
Yeah,
but vibranium came from the sky. So I just thought that was cool. They said it was pure. They said it was sacred and it came from the sky. I was like, that's vibranium. Yeah. They went to Wakanda. Yeah, that was it. It wasn't like a huge thing that I wanted to go into about that movie. It was just I wanted to know.
Okay.
Noticed that Easter egg before. That was it.
Yeah.
We can go into comic reviews.
All right. So you want to quickly talk about Justice League, No Justice.
Yeah, I'll just be brief. It was just a really good comic. Sorry, I had to turn off the lights. It's on the notes are on my phone. It was really good. Did you read it?
No, I haven't read that yet.
Right, it was so good. So the long and short of it is that Brainiac comes to Earth and basically wipes out all the heroes.
Right.
Because
sorry, is this after thingy?
It takes place after Metal. It takes place
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Metal.
Oh, sugar. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. No justice. I just want my notes aren't even that good. I just wanted to refer to it.
Yeah.
He comes from his planet and he comes to God. It's so dark. You know what? Sorry, 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do apologize. Yeah. So
yeah.
He comes from wherever and he takes out all of Earth's heroes.
Yeah.
And he rounds up like the ones that he feels like, did the best.
So he's just there killing people, right?
To Brainiac.
Yeah.
No, he's not taking them out to kill them. He's basically testing them.
Oh, right. Okay.
On his planet, there's this story about these people called the Four Brothers or the Four Destroyers.
Right.
And they're called the Omega Titans. And they have different characteristics, which are entropy, wisdom, wonder, and mystery.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, I forgot which one, has gone to his planet and is basically destroying it. So he's gone to Earth to test the Avengers. Sorry, not the Avengers. Sorry, such an Avengers movie to test the Justice League.
Yeah,
and also the Teen Titans and the Titans and all the other crews. And he rounded up the best of them, but he didn't just round up the heroes. He rounded up the villains.
Oh, okay.
He rounded up the villains, and he said that he has to put them. He's basically going to put them into teams, and they have to work together. So these heroes are going to be on, and villains are going to be on, working with people that they will just never work with. You've got like Beast Boys in a crew with Batman and is it Lex Luthor or something like that? With you got Superman working with Starro and things like that, and it was really good. And you had
it's actually Brainiac that got them into the teams then.
It's Brainiac.
So I remember we was talking about it a few episodes ago, and you had different people in different teams.
Yeah, it was basically Brainiac is basically their reluctant Nick Fury bringing together his crew of.
Right.
And one other thing that was going on the side is that you got Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
And she knew that Brainiac came down, and she's sick and tired of aliens coming to Earth and doing this, that, and the third. And her thing is she's sick and tired of not knowing what's going on. So she has kidnapped, by the looks of it, Earth's strongest psychics.
Right.
And she's got them strapped to a machine, and she's calling them Task Force 11 after Task Force X. Because Task Force X is the Suicide Squad. So she's called them Task Force 11.
Right.
And she's using them to hack Brainiac so that she can find out what's, because as far as she's concerned, she said she's sick and tired of the United States government not knowing what's going on. So she wants a leg up.
Yeah.
So just as Brainiac is about to send the teams out so they don't know what to do. Well, I'm not going to spoil it, but I want you to read it.
Yeah,
it was a really good issue. There was like a lot going on with the teams. Obviously, them not getting on.
Yeah.
Starro, because he's like the big star that comes from space. He was quite funny. As because you're going to be seeing these people from a different light working with these teams. You're going to be seeing them from like the hero perspective.
Yeah,
he was just funny to me. He was.
It's a big book as well, right? It's quite a few pages on that.
I didn't even notice, to be honest. I was just really, really enjoying it. I don't have any reference, but I was just too busy enjoying it. But what I like, and I'm going to segue slightly into Hunt for Wolverine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because what I liked about it is that it's just these 4 issues. God knows what they've got planned afterwards, because we had DC Metal, then you got this, and whatever they've got planned afterwards. But it's just these 4 books.
Yeah.
I was disappointed when I read Hunt for Wolverine, and I didn't realize until near the end that they were setting up all these different stories.
Yeah.
Get to the end, and it's like 4 other books you've got to collect, and not 4 issues, but like 4 separate books. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
No, but I like.
I read the Daredevil one. actually.
the Daredevil one?
Yeah, that one was pretty good. That one was really good.
Is that the one that's got... No, that's not the Daredevil one. I want to read the Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Man, and Spider-Man one, I think.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
The Daredevil one's got oh Jesus, what's the name? Ah, man. With metal arm.
Misty Knight.
Misty, yeah, that's it. Misty Knight. And this Inhumans guy as well, who has like he used to be a detective.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name. He was in the old Daredevil's he was in the Daredevil's comic last year, I think. But he's an Inhuman, and he's got glasses on. He takes off his glasses and he kind of shines a light around, and he's kind of got it's kind of like X-ray vision, but like as well as a photographic memory as well.
Okay.
So he uses that to do his detecting and stuff like that. So
cool.
Daredevil's hired him to go and to help him, look for Wolverine. So it seems interesting. Yeah, it's good to see where that's gonna go. I'm not sure. I probably will buy all of the books, all of them, but I think it just depends who's in it.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Going back to No Justice, if you're gonna read that, just so you know, you don't need to. I wouldn't say you need to read Metal. It helps because I
kind of know what's happened. So
it's only the last issue of Metal, really. The last issue of Metal you need to read.
Right.
To understand what's going on.
Yeah.
You can jump on and just read this issue of No Justice, but it was really good.
All right.
So,
one we both read that we both would recommend, and we did recommend to a friend of ours as well. Yes. White Knight issue 8, final issue.
Yeah, that was something. I liked just the first page with I don't even want to spoil it for our friend who's decided, but that first page with that person in the car with Batman.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, and I like the way they've kind of flipped it in a sense where, well, not they, Sean Murphy. I like the way he flipped it, and without really spoiling it, it's just I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like it's an interesting insight into different characters.
Yeah,
with in a different point of view.
Yeah, because I was thinking, you've read an Elseworld Batman or a Batman story, and I like as nostalgic as this one was, because it had references to like the 90s movies and the 90s cartoons, but it was still
in its own
and it was so different to what you're used to.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so different than your regular Batman story.
It's not like what you've read before. It's really not. And even the Joker and his alter ego, Jack Napier, the way they had that balance, was so, and one, fighting for control. And
my favorite part is a little bit of a spoiler, little teeny weeny bit of a spoiler, but when Clayface,
he snaps out of it.
He snaps out of it, and he's like, everyone's just like, boy, they're off.
I like.
Everyone's just
funny that bit
off because they know Clayface would f up everybody, man.
There was one thing, like I really hope this gets a sequel, because there was one character that we find out. So Harley Quinn tells you what happened, or to a certain character, and that character didn't go home. So I'm like, where is he? Do you know what I'm talking about? Hang on a sec. Because they didn't. I'll type it here 1 second. So you.
I mean, even the way that was, like, it was weird seeing 2 Harleys as well.
Yeah,
just the way that they kind of explain it, and
they explain that really, really well. Again, I won't go into, but the way, because I was wondering when it was first exposed that there were 2, I'm like, how the hell did they? Do that? And it was just, it was a simple explanation as well. It wasn't overly complicated. It's like, all right, he's just that crazy that he didn't eat that. I don't want to spoil it, but that issue 8 was really good. For anyone that hasn't read Batman White Knight, totally recommend it.
Yeah, definitely get it.
It's not your average Batman story.
No. It's definitely worth to pick up. Only 8 issues as well.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to get a second one. I'm sure Sean Murphy did mention that they
did he?
be doing another one. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So
sweet. I'm hoping for a specific story, because it would be nice to see that done differently.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, that was great. Were there any others?
No, just gonna do a quick rundown of the pull list of what we'd recommend you guys to get. So we've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Boom Studio, issue 27.
Okay.
As Lord Dragon's power and influence grows, the Power Rangers work with new allies from across time and dimensions, including Ranger teams such as Time Force, RPM, and Samurai, to craft a plan to fight back. But is it already too late? It sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
Reminds me of the Power Rangers episode when they're all pretty much there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh God, what was that one called? I forgot. But yeah, that sounds pretty sick.
Yeah. Batman issue 47, The Travelers, part 3. Booster Gold. Yeah. Booster Gold's back, spoiling Batman and Catwoman's wedding.
Yeah. Do you know, real quick, there was the latest issue of The Flash that I read. Barry needed to talk to Bruce Wayne, so he sped over to try and help Waddy. So he sped over to no, he needed to talk to Booster Gold, sorry. So he sped over to the Batcave. He was like, I could sense that Booster Gold was here with Bruce. Where are they? And then Alfred's like, oh, they're off.
Oh, okay.
It was a nice little hint at what was going on in the Batman comic. So
nice.
I like little tie-ins like that.
Yeah, defo. I mean, I think there's a lot of ups and downs with Tom King, with people liking him or disliking him, but I think he's doing pretty well, man. I'm liking it.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see where it's heading.
I'm collecting the graphic novel, so it'll be a while before I get here. But from what I've read, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So along with that, we've got Justice League No Justice issue 2.
That's out tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, it's today.
It's today. Oh snap!
Today is Wednesday. Remember?
God, it is Wednesday. My days. Yeah. I'm hoping that's in the post by the time I go home, because I would like to read that ASAP.
So is that a weekly comic then?
It's a weekly comic, yeah. Oh, it's planned to be a weekly comic. You know that changes due to schedules.
Yeah.
Time restraints.
Okay.
But yeah, it's supposed to be a weekly comic, which is
cool. IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 82.
82, jeez.
Yeah. Kingdom of the Rats part 2. Rat King's sinister influence spreads, and New York City's most vulnerable are at risk. The Turtles search out the Rat King's family in a desperate attempt to find a way to stop him. Ooh, Turtles going to man's family, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a
deep,
different approach.
Never goes to someone's family.
Yeah, man. Turtles. I might have to get that again, actually.
I haven't read that in a while. I'm still.
I used to get them, but I never read them.
Yeah,
it was like one of those things. Yeah, I've got so many issues that I need to read, and then I just went back to my comic shop and said, you know what, I need to take it off my list, because
you're not reading them.
I'm not reading them, but I just need so many to bloody read, man. So many to read. Speaking of which, I've actually started reading The Wicked and the Vine, which on our list from Image Comics is on issue 36. I think I'm only on issue 3, so I've got a lot to catch up on that.
It's supposed to be really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. The first 2 issues I read was really good. Really, really good. So I need to catch up on that. But issue 36, Mothering Invention, part 3. One day we'll reveal a happy secret, like a secret Santa, but not today. I don't know what that means, but
I mean, that's all over my head because I'm not reading it, but
I'll
probably pick up the first graphic novel at some point and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, defo. Avengers issue 2 from Marvel Comics.
Yes.
Did you read the last one?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it.
I think it's getting good, man. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. Carol Danvers coming down from this. Do you know what? The beginning of that, first of all, with the original Avengers.
Yeah.
Was sick.
It's pretty
And
good.
then,
Yeah.
Celestials raining, a cow
Yeah.
that breaking the fall of one. Oh, it was just a stick read.
Yeah, it
Just
was good. You
I'm
got
looking forward to issue
Black
2.
Panther and Doctor Strange working together.
Yeah, that was cool. That was
Yeah.
real cool. So I'm about that.
So this one's a continuation from that, like Kieran said, Captain Marvel battles death and destruction raining down from the skies, i.e. the the Celestials. So yeah, Ghost Rider and Savage Hulk is going to be making an appearance in this one. So it'd be interesting to see where this goes.
Savage Hulk. Sorry, that's Bruce Banner, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Okay.
The Last Goodbye. Mighty Thor, Gates of Valhalla, issue 1.
Okay. Is that the new Thor comic? Is that what they're calling it?
I think it might be
a different one.
Yeah, I think it might be. I think it is actually.
Because I'm waiting for a Thor issue 1 to show up, but I don't know if it's that one.
I don't think it's that one. I don't think it's that one.
Okay. This one isn't Jason Aaron, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is Jason Aaron. So basically,
Jason Aaron.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I think this is kind of like his kind of finale kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, is it Jason Aaron? I should actually know this. So the death of Mighty Thor has come and gone, but Jane Foster's power to inspire lives lives on.
Yeah.
Even in the far future. Don't miss the tribute to Jason Aaron's epic tale of Thor and the Mighty Hammer Mjolnir, drawn by Rising Star Jen Bartel. And with or without a Thor, the War of Realms continues. So I need to check whether this is.
Regardless, is that going to be like a mini series? Is that like an ongoing?
I think it is. I think it's just going to be a mini series.
Yeah,
so
I might get that. I think I'll get that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm in such a Thor mood recently.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Don't know what it is, but I'm in such a Thor mood. So I'm embracing it. I'm embracing it.
It is Jason Aaron as well. So
okay, sweet. All right. Everything cool.
Last but not least, another special, one issue special. X-Men Wedding Special. Yeah. Chris Claremont returns to the X-Men. Yes. One of the biggest milestone events in X-Men history is almost here. Kitty Pryde and Colossus are finally about to tie the knot. But what's a wedding without the respect bachelor and bachelorette parties? Join Mark Guggenheim and Kelly Thompson for 2 parties that can only be celebrated Marvel style. All this plus a Kitty and Colossus story by legendary X-Men scribe Chris Claremont.
Might have to get that.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, I think I will. I literally think after this, I'm gonna go on Forbidden Planet and get that sent to me.
Yeah. I should have went to the comic shop today, but I was pretty busy. But
fair dues.
I think this is one where you're gonna have to get. It's been a while since Chris Claremont has been on the X-Men title, so hopefully they've still got some in the comic shops.
Yeah. All right, that was cool. How many of those am I actually getting? 1, 2, 3. 3 of them.
I'll be getting pretty much
all of them, innit?
All of them at one. I probably won't be getting the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
I'll see. That's the thing. I kind of want to get the Teenage Mutant. I'm gonna get the part 1 of the Kingdom of Rats. I think I'm gonna get that and part 2.
All right, cool.
Wicked and Divine I would eventually get because I have started reading that. So yeah.
All right, cool. That was, ladies and gentlemen, the Source Wall.
Issue 21.
21. Sorry I missed 20, but without the internet.
Yeah.
Can't be helped.
The other 2 are away on an away mission.
Yeah.
Not together, but away, like away. Yeah. So hopefully next week they'll both be back if all things go to plan.
4 strong.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? I can't remember. But just enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe.
Yep.
That's everything, really. Live long and prosper.
Peace.
Peace out.